And along the way, you created a family. How many kids do you
have? Again, another complicated question. I have 2 kids with my first wife, which is my current wife. We adopted my sister when she was 12, 13, 14, and we adopted a 14-year-old 9 years ago.
So, yeah, nothing in your life is necessarily like straightforward.
Right? Isn't it crazy? And I didn't start thinking about this until recently. I just assumed everybody lived like this. You know, when I was in brokerage, you generally dealt with wealthy people that had access to things, and you just assumed, right?
Sure.
But that's not. When I sort of think back on what transpired, and just how crazy this stuff is that I've had the opportunity to do, and people to meet, and life experiences, and hopefully impacts on other people. We did that church thing not because I'm associated with any of those religions. I did it because someone asked me, and it was the right thing to do. What else was I doing?
Right. I think we're kind of coming up to the end.
Okay.
What I'd love for you to kind of leave us with is 2 things. You said that you have come across a few people in your life that have made a big difference. Is there something that somebody has done for you, provided to you wisdom-wise, that kind of stands out above all the rest? And so that's one question. The other question is, what would you tell somebody who is struggling with what I want to be when I grow up? What is your suggestion for figuring it out?
So the first question is, I've had lots of people that have influenced my life. I haven't been fortunate enough for someone to do something that has changed my life. The one person who's a close exception is a very dear friend who's now passed, named Claire Coxey. Claire grew up in Bessemer, Michigan, relatively poor, and just made his way through life and became wealthy at the end of his life. And I was the president of the Lodging Association. He was the manager, right? And he would always tell me, Sean, you can't run any business. And that sticks in my head. So Claire had a big influence on me because he came from corporate America, where I was, right? And I had a really big ego. And I wasn't a nice person. I just wasn't nice because I come from the military. And Claire changed that. Sort of knocked me down a little bit and said, Sean, this is how we treat this group. This is how we're going to get it done from A to B. And he was in the strategic plan. That worked for me. So he changed my life in the sense that I mellowed out and became a kind of human, in my opinion. What was the second question?
What would you give for advice for somebody who's looking to figure out what they want to do when they grow up?
Well, I'm going to give you 2 answers. I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you 2 answers. The first answer is figure out what you love, figure out how to monetize it, and you'll never work a day in your life. I work every day. I don't consider it work because I love what I do. The other is not everyone can do that, right? Some people have families. Some people need to pay rent. There's other areas outside of what I think. And sometimes you just need to get a job. And I don't care what that job is. I once said to somebody, they're asking what they should do. And I said, they didn't know what to do. No idea what to do, sort of midlife, and they need the money. I said, go work at Walmart. Just go work there, right? And if you're that much better than the next guy, you're going to be assistant manager. Then you're going to be manager. And just go and get some life skills. My oldest son, both of my sons, ironically, worked at Subway. College. Didn't pay nothing. And I go, just go. Just learn what that process is.